So in the last class, we discussed about the packages. What is the use of a package? So where to use that one? Okay. So here the main usage of a package is like you are supposed to place inside one folder. I think suppose package in the sense, let me show you one diagram so that you will get an idea of that. Where is that? Yeah, consider this one. This is also in your syllabus, the util packages also. Util in the sense it's a name of a folder or a package, which is a predefined package built by Java. It consisting of so many classes. These are the classes. And we can say the classes consisting of, these packages consisting of classes, interfaces also. So if you want to utilize anything, every time we are supposed to call upon a scanner. So where it is available, it is available inside util package, right? So this is all about a package. Packages consisting of a classes as well as the interfaces. We are supposed to use that one basis on our information point of view or else usage point of view. So parallelly we are thinking like we are going to use that one. So by using this one, how you are going to use that one? By using an import statement. Let me show you that. Actually, I didn't open anything over here. There was an issue with my PC. Let it be open. Just I'm showing this one. Just I'm going to tell you. So Java package is one such mechanism for organizing Java classes into groups. So this is a general thing according to the textbook. So they are having some classes and interfaces. We are supposed to use that one. So in fact, package is needed a directory for holding Java files. Package, folder, or directory, every name is same. There is no difference. Directory, package, and a folder. Folder itself a directory, directory itself a package. So there they are holding some Java classes or interfaces. We are using them. That's it. Okay. So Java have many such predefined packages which can be used in our programs. So these are where predefined packages are available. Predefined in the sense already available over there. You are supposed to write then user defined. So you are supposed to use all those program inside your inside your program. So some predefined packages are applet. You are having it in your syllabus. We are going to discuss in the third unit this one. So you are having the util package also. You don't have AWT also available. Language and even event also has in your syllabus. Okay, all these are in your syllabus. Okay, so these are the predefined packages available inside a Java. So many things are there. Just according to, for the information point of view, just mention these things. So programmers are also permitted to develop their own packages in order to organize classes belongs to. So programmers in the sense, we can develop some packages and we can use it again and again. So we suppose I'm going to tell you the demo. What is that? Example on that. Okay, by using an example, you can know. There are two ways to compile this one. One is a manual. Previously, how to run the program manually. Already mentioned that for you. The same way here, we are going to use this. Okay, so let me check this out 1 second. Just I uploaded videos in the YouTube. Just go and check over there. I think already previously I sent you a playlist of our college. So go there and check. There is a folder called Oops ECE. I think again I will tell you, share with you so that go and check over there if you have any doubts and all. So let me share you my screen. Yeah, I think it is visible. Yep. So this is the last one, right? Let me remove this one. Unit 2 here. I already shown you an example in the last class. Forget about that. package demo. I mentioned a package demo over here. No, it's okay. Let me check it out 1 second. Test class. Yeah, pack usage. This one, right? I already said this one. So this one is a pack demo. Let me open this. Yeah. So it is available inside a laptop. See this one. So when I'm going to create any package, so here I mentioned a package com.crr.lab. So if I want to use this program, inside of this program, so what I need to do, I am going to import that one by using the folder names and all. So it is having inside this, sorry, check it over here. Inside this com.crr lab, inside the lab folder, we are having a packdemo.java. This program is available inside this path, inside a Dell idea projects, like everything is there. So inside that we are having this program. If you want to access that one, you have to, you have to import this package. If you want to use this program in your program, you have to use an import statement and then the path of the package, so where this program is available. So this is all about inside a tool. So inside a tool is like very easy. You will not identify it. So you need it manually also. So how you are going to do in a manual, I'm going to show you that. Okay, let me show you the slide. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So I think this is not necessary. These are all the files are. So some things are like a compressed. Just like that, I just copied there and pasted over here. So what is a package in the sense we are supposed to use when it is necessary. So they mentioned like the package can be defined as a collection of uses of a groups, variety of a classes and all. So it is also possible to host the Java packages and there can be stored inside a compressed files called a jar files. Sometimes you are needed to create a jar files. Jar files in the sense Java archive files. So these files are like, where I need to tell, these archive files consisting of like a zip folders. You already know about the zip, right? rar, dot zip folders. So it consisting of like a module, compress it together inside of one folder, and it will be called upon the usage at a time. At a time, we'll call everything. So at a time, we'll call everything. The previous, we are having a C language. So why the C language performance is very low? So because when we include any package from outside, everything will become into our program, and inside our program it will be executed and the result will be taken. So but in the sense of this Java, these jar files are very much good performed. So there when we import anything, only the result will come over here, not the packages and the classes. Only the result will come over here. When we compared with the C language, everything will come into our program. It will be executed over there and then we use the result. But in the sense of a Java, we go there, we'll get the result only. There it will be executed, not in our program. So compared with the C language, performance of a Java is more and takes less time to execute. So this is the usage of a jar files. Like, so we are going to use this one already. It consisting of some class files. We are supposed to use all those class files. Oh, that's why I just mentioned it. Okay. These are the archive files. So it is used aggregating a many, sorry, this is inside this, right? Allowing classes to download faster as a group rather than at one time. So it comes as a group and it consisting of a classes, then we are going to use only the result. Okay, this is all about the jar files. Not necessary this one. Let me go for one. Yeah, how it will be like. So inside a Java folder, there is a language, util, and AWT. So here, this is a language, this is a util package, and this is the AWT. It consisting of buttons like graphics and all. You're having in the third unit, graphics will be there. So make sure that just practice over there. Every graphic sense like creating buttons, applications like text boxes, and then how to send messages like that. So it available inside AWT. So this package consisting of like a button class, so etc. So the util package consisting of what? The scanner, the array list, the list map, everything will be there inside a util package. So many things are there, just mentioned two for the representation point of view. And this lang, the lang consisting of what? It consisting of a system.out.println lan. So and the string. So right now we are using the string class, right? So it is also available inside the LAMP package. So how they can be organized? These are the predefined packages available inside a Java. We are supposed to use according to the usage point of view. Only the usage point of view. Not necessary. There is no need to use that one. Waste of a memory, right? So we should not use that one. We should not import if it is not used in our program. Okay. Now we are going for one more slide. Points to remember. Yep. So the package provides a unique namespace for the classes. Yeah, this one is very important. Like, so inside a folder, suppose consider in your PC, you are going to create a folder. So the folder name is like test, think like a test. So it consisting of one package, child test, think like a child test. Again, I'm going to create a child test inside the test. So let me show you. Just I need a folder, that's it. So here I just created one folder. See this one folder, which is like a test. I will take it as a small name. It's okay, whatever it is. So let me view in. Yeah, see this. So I just created a test. This one. So inside this, I just created one more. This is like a child test. So here I want to take one more folder with the same name. So what it will happen? It will say that it is already available. See this. So the destination is already contains a folder named test. I'm supposed to make it as a duplicate, which is not possible. The same thing inside a packages, because the folder itself is like a package, right? So the namespaces are very important. So when you are going to create a package, you should know that there should, the same name should not be available over there, or else this name of the package is already available. Would you like to replace it? We'll ask in this sense. And there is no chance to us to change the predefined packages. It is not possible. So if you want to do user defined package, it will be changed. And the namespaces are very important, that the name you are giving should not be available over there. And if you want to go for one more another folder, let me show you that. Okay. So here it is not possible to create the same name. So if I want to go for one more folder, like inside a new folder, I can create a child. Again, with the same name, I can create. That doesn't matter. This is what they are saying. So the test consisting of a child test. And here, inside another folder, we are having a child test. There is no problem. So the same thing will happen inside the packages also. Okay. Okay, so it consisting of so here the package consisting of classes, interfaces, and enumerated data types. You already familiar with the enumerated data types. Did we done that already? Yeah, we have seen that. Okay, it's okay. So it consisting of classes, interfaces, and enumerated data types. Annotations, metadata facility. Already said in the last class we discussed about a single annotation, which we call it as a functional interface. What is a functional interface? It allows only a single abstract method inside an interface. So second abstract method is not possible. Only one abstract. If required, static and default methods also available inside interface. I mean, inside a functional interface. Okay. Two classes in two different packages can have the same name. This is what I discussed. Inside a two different packages, in two different folders, you can create with the same name. But inside of one folder, it is not possible to create with the same name. So which is not possible without using the same package mechanism. So packages provide a mechanism to hide its classes from being used by the programs or a packages belongs to other classes. Yeah, we already know that one. These mechanism will be hidden. So that which is not possible to overwrite it or implement it. So only the functionality we are using. So I already said like in the last class what abstract, like abstract. So these things are like hidden. They cannot be changed or modified or implemented. We can use their functionality only. So this is all about the package and the points to remember. And next one is like creating a package. Very, very important. Please make sure that. So in the previous sessions, I will take this class. I mean, only creating a package is possible in this class. Okay, because there was some wastage of a time, right? So here, how you are going to create a package. So make sure that you have to practice this. The same thing how you run the program manually. So now we required, what are all the things required to do? I mean, run program manually. We need a command prompt, and then we need a notepad. So there we are going to write a program. We need a command prompt. So which is necessary. So these two things are necessary. So here, how you are going to create a package? With the keyword package, you are going to create a package. So what I am saying to the compiler, so not a compiler. So what I'm saying, like my pack, please create this program inside my pack. Again, I'm telling you, inside a my pack folder, I'm going to create this one. Okay, how you're going to write this program? So go to the notepad. Just wait a second. Where is the notepad? So just I'm going to remove this. Yeah, I will create a new one. So package, keyword is necessary. Keyword is necessary. Let me create a folder in the desktop so that it is good for me. I already created a test folder over there, right? Inside, I mean, desktop right now. Just I want to write a program, right? Yeah, package. So I'm just using PACK. So it ends with a semicolon. So pack in the sense it's a folder or a package name. It's user defined. This is a keyword which is a predefined. So here I'm going to take the name of a class is like public class. The name of the class will be like capitals PKG. Yep, package is enough. So I just created a block. Inside the block, we need public static. So not required for the public static requirement. If it required, yeah, it's okay. Can void main, and there should be capital S string arguments, and then there should be a block. Okay. Inside this, I'm going to take a simple thing like just we need to create a package. That's it. System.out.println inside a parenthesis like welcome to package. Okay. So we need to check this one, a semicolon, and it is a package name. Yeah, everything is good. So I'm going to save this program. Inside a desktop, we are having a test. We just created this one, right? So let me remove this. I don't need this one. Okay. So here inside a test, I'm going to save this program as the name of the class. What is the name of the class? PKG, just like a PKG dot Java. Okay. So now we'll check whether it has been saved or not. Let me go there. What happening? Okay, it is not available. That's why it is showing because I deleted this. Sorry. Yeah, see this one. So PKG has been created. So what we need to do when we compile this program, what it will happen? It will create a folder where you mentioned the location. So it will create a folder. Inside a folder, we are going to get the class. Commonly what we do when you execute this program, directly here dot class file will be created. In the previous sessions in the first classes how to run a program manual I said. So when you are going to run this program, common the dot class file will be created over here. So but in the sense of the package, a folder will be created like the name as a pack. Inside a pack, we create a class file. Sorry, we won't create. Automatically, it will be created. Okay, how to run this program? First of all, just open a command prompt. Just wait a second. So what we need to do that? So Windows R and then place a CMD. So now you got command prompt. Okay. Okay. So we just opened the command prompt. But what I said, we need to get the path where that program is available. To compile that one, we necessary to get the path. So let me copy the path of the file. So let me copy this going into the address bar. Let's just copy and then go to the command prompt here, cd space and then paste it over here. CD space and paste it. So till now we are having inside a del folder. Now we need to go for a test folder. Press enter. So now we are in test folder. Here the package, the file is available. How you are going to run this program? So now I'm going to show you a slide. Inside a slide, we are having some information. Yeah, how you are going to run the program. So here it is necessary for the compilation point of view, it is necessary to mention javac -d hyphen, we'll call this one as a hyphen directory where you are going to put that class file and then the name of the file. Okay, so the hyphen d switches specifies the destination where to put the generated class. Destination in the sense in which folder, in which directory. Directory consisting of number of folders. So inside a particular folder where you are going to place that one. See this, you can use any directory name like a home inside a Linux, this one. So inside a Windows, like this, d:/ABC. You can place over here also like this. So now I'm going to use this one to compile the program. Okay, how you are going to compile that? Let me. Yeah. See this one, now I'm doing like Java C -d. So I want to place it inside same program. Let me take it, we'll check it over here whether we'll get any errors or not. So I'm going to check only -d is enough working or not. I'm not going to take any directory over here. Just I am taking like the name should be like, yeah, pkg.java. Directly I'm taking, I didn't mention any package over here. So I'm checking it whether it works or not. Let's check that. So the source, see that what it will happen, not a directory pkg.java. So now you got the point. So it is expecting a directory name over here. So let me do it again. We'll go for like C:. So I mentioned the C:, and the name of the package. So what I am telling the program, like inside a C drive, go and create this folder, this package, and then place the class of this package over there. Let me run this. Yeah, you will check it now. So the compilation is done successfully. So because we didn't get any error over here. Okay, we'll check it out. Where is this? So what I mentioned over here, the package, what I mentioned inside a C drive, I'm asked the compiler to create a .class file. So we'll go to the C drive. So here, where is say this one, PACK. Inside this, we are having pkg.class. Don't go for this. This is another one. See this one. So the .class file has been created over here. Got my point? So we'll check. We'll go for the complete package and we'll create over there. So see this one, what I asked the compiler. Let me show you that. See this. So I asked the compiler by using a -d, please create this package class inside this one. So why I got the name as a pack? So here, let me show you the program. So why the folder name is a pack? Because we mentioned the name as a pack. I think you got my point, what I'm saying. Okay, this is all about the creating a package. So we have a time or not? Yeah, we have a time. So this is all about creating a package. So now we got a clear idea how to create a package. So we'll try to run this program. So where it is available, just if you want to run the program, you should go to that path. How you're going to run the program? Just go to the command prompt. So inside a C drive, we are having this class file. So how you are going to do that? CD /. Yeah, CD / means it goes to the parent directory. These are the root directories, right? So we'll go back. So here we are having a package. So like a Java, and then name of the pack, name of the pack dot, the name like a pkg. Okay, welcome to package. So this is all about running the program. Just a minute, just I'm asking right now a doubt. If you having any doubt, just ask me right now. So because this is also very important one. So sometimes you will just forget this. Okay, so make a message in the chat box. So want to know, is there any doubts and all? So I just created a package by using, I'm asking the compiler inside C drive, and I want to run the package. How you're going to run the package? By using dot operator. Inside a C drive, we are having PACK. Inside this folder, we are having a class file. So this is how we are going to run the program. Because what we wrote in our program, we wrote just welcome to the package. Okay, so is there any doubts? Just ask me right now. Just I'm giving you 5 minutes, because very important. I don't want to go for another topic today, because It is like somewhat a bit confused. You need to remember this. That's it. Any doubts? I think you people are not having any doubts. Even myself, I got so many doubts. Okay, it's okay. I'll go for another topic. So this is how we are going to uh, access. I mean, to run the package. This is how to compile a package. So inside this folder, we just created that. Okay. Did I lost anything? And now we'll go for a util package, which is also very important. So because you don't have any doubts, right? So that's why. Yep. Just I'm checking your syllabus. Package in Java, like I'm going for a util package right now. How we are going to use this one? This one. So it consisting of so many methods or classes or interfaces. We are going to use this package. How you are going to use this package? I'm going to explain, give you an example on only some of the classes only, not everything, because it consisting of a 30 or 40. So many classes are there inside this. So just they won't ask everything. So only some things are required. So the important things I will cover over here. And now I'm going for a util package. What is the use of that? So what is this util package? Roughly I'm saying you random. We already discussed about the random, I think. Yep. So already we discussed about the random scanner also, we know that one. So there is a linked list. We need to check it out. I think we also just check this out, right? Let me wait a second. Just I want to see. Math class, looping and inbuilt methods and objects. Object class, we already discussed about the object class. Okay. So no, not for you. So I think for the second year students, it is having, I think it's okay. So what is the uses of this? Not this one I just mentioned, only these two lines, because there are so many classes are available. There are so many classes are available inside a util package, which are a predefined package. This is a predefined package. So by the usage, like see this one, there is also a date, DAT. This is a big topic, like even if the date consisting of the formatting, the changing of each and every month, date and year. So I need only a month. So then we are going over there. Like each and everything will be available inside the util package. So how you are going to use that one? So we'll start with the scanner because we are familiar with the scanner. So by using this, we are going to check um, the keyboard inputs. We already know that one. And then we'll go for the random. So how you are going to use the random over there? So the random in the sense the dice, think like a dice. So the die is consisting of like 6 phases. So in the 6 phases, what are all the outcomes? Do you know that what the outcome will come? No, right? So what is the probability for that 1/6? So you don't know. If you, when you round the single dice, I'm telling about the single dice, not the 2 dice and all. So what is the outcome for that? 1/6. If you, tossed a coin, which consisting of two faces, head and tail, you will get 1/2 chances. So 1/2. You already know about the probability and the statistics, right? So this is all about probability statistics. You know that, right? So see here, I think not necessary. Just simple thing. It is not max in sense. I think in the intermediate itself, you will get that one. So if there are 6 phases, the outcome when you roll the dice, the outcome will be 1/6. You don't know that. So in the sense of toss, when you tossed a coin, which consisting of 2 faces, it gives us the outcome as a 1/2, the probability sense. So this is all about the random. The people are using the random where they are using the random in the sense, I think when you are not to think like when you are supposed to register inside the WhatsApp, you have to give your phone number. You have to register with your phone number. When you are supposed to give your phone number, when you click on OK, you will get a text message with a key of 6 digits you will get. So this will be randomly generated number. So by using this property only, they will create that one. So randomly a number will be created. Even WhatsApp also don't know about that. The developers also what it is going to give us. Even ourselves, we can't even imagine which number will be the outcome. So OTP in the sense one-time PIN. So OTP when you're supposed to draw a money more than 10,000. So you have to enter the OTP to your mobile. OTP, OTP will come to your mobile, right? So you're supposed to use that OTP. That OTP will be generated as a random. So this class will be used to create that random numbers. So a linked list in the sense, I will tell you later. The scanner in the sense, we are going to use it. Keyboard inputs. So here itself, the date, already tell you about them. These are the important things. And the arrays, array list. These are all important things only. We'll take a clear example on this. I think only 4 minutes left. In the tomorrow session, I will try to be on time because there is no class tomorrow, I think. I will be on time. Today, there is an issue. Tomorrow itself, I won't make that issue again. And one more thing. Why I'm not explaining this, because the package is very important. I'm going to upload this today's class inside YouTube. Just go there, how I created a package and how I just run the package, how you're supposed to run the package. So please make sure that practice that one. I'm going to upload right now. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. You may leave the session.